The meeting to order. Roll call, please. Here.
Here. Here.
Do we have any conflict of interest statements?
No.
No.
Okay. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of April 5th, 2018.
I motion to approve the minutes from April 5th, 2018.
My second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 5, correspondence. A, correspondence received from Councilman Dave Warple requesting $100,000 of gaming funds to be transferred for the 5th District Park projects. This has already been signed by the mayor. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the councilman's request.
My second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item B, correspondence received from Director of Public Works, Gary Gleason, advising of a handicapped child on block sign will be placed on the 1300 block of 170th place. I think this was in response to a request we received at the last meeting. Okay, do we need to take action on that? No, okay. FYI only? Okay. Item C, correspondence received from Donna Muta, Special Events Coordinator, requesting to hold a commercial firework display for July 20th and 21st, 2018, on the island of Wolf Lake Memorial Park, beginning approximately 10:30 to 11 p.m. on both nights for the 15th Annual Festival of the Lakes, and requesting to close thoroughfares for the duration of the 2018 Festival of the Lakes from 5 p.m. on July 18th through July 22nd, 2018 at midnight. The following closures are Sheffield Avenue from 129th to Calumet, 121st to 125th, and 1 southbound lane, curb lane of Calumet Avenue, 119th and Calumet Avenue at the entrance to the Water Garden subdivision, excluding the residents of the Water Gardens. Do I have a motion to approve Donna's requests?
Motion to approve the request.
My second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item D, rental registration hearing regarding property located at 4226 Wabash Avenue and 4329 Baltimore Avenue. Do we have anyone from those properties?
Yeah, these are two separate owners. The owner from 4226 Wabash had requested a 2-week continuance due to a medical issue with his wife. So if we could continue 4226 to April 26th, please.
Do I have a motion to continue the hearing for 4226 Wabash Avenue to April 26th?
Motion to approve that request.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And 4329
Is the
Baltimore?
owner here for 4329 Baltimore?
No one?
No one appears as show this property had failed to register for 2016 and 2017. I would request that the board deny the appeal to waive the late fees due to the owner's absence.
Repeat that again, Nick?
They owe for 2016 and 2017 rental registration of a single-family home, it looks like. And due to failure to appear, if the board would please deny the appeal to waive the late fee and assess the late fee to 2016 and 17 rental registration.
Do I have a motion to approve the request?
Motion to approve the request.
My second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Item
you.
E, rental registration hearing regarding property located at 1510 173rd. Is the property owner here? Hello.
This property was previously on a demo list. It was converted from a 4-unit to a 2-unit, the front being a learning-centered childcare, and then the back unit's 1 single unit. Just missing for 2017. It wasn't occupiable until 2017.
Can you state your name for us, ma'am?
Donna Randalls.
Okay. And are you the property owner?
Yes, ma'am.
So 1 unit for 17 only.
Yes.
Is that correct?
It hasn't been utilized as a rental property prior to
Prior
17?
to that, no, it was on the demo list.
Oh, it's on the demo list. Okay. Motion to waive the late fee for 2017, but it must be registered for 2017 at a cost of $5 and every year that it's going to be rented after.
Okay. It has, I registered already.
It registered for 18.
My second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. If you'd like to stay after the meeting, we can take care of that for you today, okay?
Thank you.
Item F, findings and order regarding 233 through 35 Kenwood Street submitted for approval. Do we have a motion to approve the findings in order?
I apologize. This was from last week with Attorney Weigel was here, and he had no objection to the demolition, so this is just the written order. I didn't want to prepare anything in advance because I wasn't sure what his position would be.
Is it informational, or we need to?
Just, we do need to actually sign it so I can
Motion
get it
to approve the
recorded on the
order.
property.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, correspondence received from Corellis Roofing requesting to block off a portion of the north lane of Hune Street for approximately 1 week on April 16th, 2018, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., weather permitting, to work at the St. Casimir Church. Has engineering seen this? Do we need to review anything? Do you like this sent to your department? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve, subject to the review and approval of the engineering department?
Motion to approve.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Item H, correspondence received from Dyer Construction requesting to close New York Avenue to perform some utility tie-ins in regards to the Lost Marsh Estates on Monday, April 16th, 2018, for approximately 1 week. Barricades will be adjusted to allow vehicles into the area when possible, and will be adding road closed ahead signs at 129th and Indianapolis Boulevard. You guys have reviewed in engineering? Okay. No issues with that? Okay.
Okay, motion to approve Dyer Construction's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item I, correspondence received from South Shore Arts requesting permission to use the parking lots on each side of the building for an arts community event with live art performances, live music with PA system and amplifiers. This event will take place on Saturday, June 9th, 2018, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Chris, I'm guessing these are city-owned properties that they're asking to use?
They would like to do it at the substation
East
number
side of
9
South
at
Shore.
435 Fayette.
Right. Must be. They got it.
You know what, I'm not 100% sure that the parking lot is ours, but if they asked us, then maybe somebody in engineering told me it was. I know the Russell Street parking lot is ours.
All right, we can approve, subject to city approval.
The one on 232 Russell Street is our parking lot. Does it extend all the way over there to the substation?
I think it does.
Can't remember.
I don't know. Maybe we could refer to engineering to just to confirm it's our
Okay.
property.
Okay.
Sounds
Motion to approve the request with the added approval of the engineering department.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item J, correspondence received from Elvira Martinez of Paws and People requesting barricades to close the street for their Color Run fundraiser scheduled for August 25th, 2018, from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on privately owned Interstate Plaza Drive.
Okay, that one I know. Actually, birthday boy Rich Castro just told me that the parking lots by the South Shore Arts belong to redevelopment, so we should really refer to redevelopment for approval. But for the Color Run, this is the Color Run, this is the private road over there by what they're putting, the White Castles and the Starbucks over there. That is privately owned, but they are requesting city street barricades, so we'll have to forward that to street department
Are we taking over that road?
eventually,
Okay.
but not today.
So do they have permission of the owners to
Yes,
barricade?
they said they have permission of the owners, and obviously if they don't, it'd be up to the owners to do something, though they live in Northbrook and don't seem really to be too involved. But we can set up the barricades.
Okay. Do I have a motion to refer this to the street department and approve subject to their review?
So move.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item K, correspondence received from Chuck and Irene's Bar and Restaurant requesting the 2700 block of 161st Street between Marshall Avenue and Kennedy Avenue be closed to traffic from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on April 21st, 2018 for the motorcycle lineup of their Run for Autism Awareness Foundation. Do I have a motion to refer this to the street and police departments and approve subject to their approval?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item L, correspondence received from Carol and Mark Fetzko requesting to block the alley behind 546 173rd Street for their annual family party on May 19th, 2018, from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Do I have a motion to refer this to the street and police departments and approve subject to their approval?
So moved again.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item M, correspondence received from Attorney Gary Matthews advising the board that he will no longer be representing Sylvia Milosevic on the matter before the board regarding 1204 Lakeview Avenue. we have anything on that property coming up? Is there a hearing
This
scheduled?
is a property that the board had a further removal of a unit that was actually a storefront. It's been going on for several years. We had it removed, she put it back, we had it removed, and put it back in. Now, we have no owner that may very well have another illegal unit back in there. So Mr. Matthews tried to get the sale paper from her, so we don't know who the purchaser is. She hasn't turned over any paperwork, and it appears Mr. Matthews said he's not going to deal with her anymore.
And Chris, this letter indicates that he will not be representing her for any matters pending in the Hammond City Court. So do we need to refer this to?
I have a active case in Hammond City Court for the ordinance violations. I believe the board has already taken a ruling to reinstate the initial agreement with the previous owner to allow her to keep the 3 units and then sell it as such. However, we were not able to verify that the work that was required to meet that agreement was performed. The work that we were requiring this time around was a little more extensive to ensure that cabinets and a sink can't just get thrown back in there and up and running. So
Once we find out who the new owner is, we're going to get back in for an inspection, maybe very well be back in front of this board asking for the removal of the apartment for the 3rd time. So,
however, as far as with this owner, there are charges in Hammond Municipal Court. So I believe any action in Board of Works with regards to that owner can be decided. The new owner will have to be.
if this wants to go to, if the board would like to put this to Hammond City Court, that'd be fine. I'm sure Mr. Matthews had probably already done that, and we will naturally confirm that when we go into the next case, whenever that date is. But wouldn't hurt to have them sent from the Board of Works too.
Do I have a motion to send a copy of the letter to the Hammond City Court?
Motion to send a copy of the letter to the city court.
A second.
All those in favor? Aye. Item N, right of encroachment request for property located at 7105 Magoon. And it looks like this homeowner is requesting to install a chain link fence on this property.
Actually, this issue came up yesterday. We had a gentleman who came up to the law department and asked if he could have the form for filling out for a right of encroachment. I said, we don't have a form. And then after he left, I created one, but he'd already written this. So now we have a form going forward if there's going to be a right of encroachment. So if you want, we could send him the form. But what has to be understood is he's going to put up the fence, and if we have to redo the street or the sidewalk, or we have to do any underground work, he understands that we have the right, with a 30 days notice, which it says in the new form, but not here, we have the right to take down this fence, and because it's in our right of way. But in the meantime, it's up to the board if they want to say okay. But now there's a form.
Do we need to send this to our city planner who just walked in?
Actually, he liked the form I wrote, so let's see, Brian, are you okay with this?
I mean, I was talking with Mr. Mark Gordish this morning. He said there's some other homes in the general vicinity of this, or maybe a butt to this property that have fences that have already encroached on city property. Is that true?
There's, from what we saw on Google Earth, that there is one across the street. We did not find any paperwork on that yet. But the request was, there was this whole question that we had is whether it's a 4-foot or 5-foot fence. This is one of those odd situations where you have a property on a corner. What is the front yard? What is the rear yard? You know, technically speaking, they only get a 4-foot fence in the front yard. But in a peculiar situation like this, if it was on their own property, we would not object to a 5-foot fence. But it's the question of it's the right-of-way, and that's really where we're at. So if you agree to that, there would be no objection from us to whether it's 4 or 5 foot. Because it's chain link and then does not cause the vision clearance problem at the corner with the alley.
So it's gonna be abutting the alley between the Mr. Bargain and their property, is that right? Is it Mr. Bargain on that corner?
I don't remember the name on it, so sorry about that. But yeah, it would go, you know, the sidewalk's at the curb, and that's about 15 feet where there's right-of-way before his property line actually starts. And then at the alley, it's typical to have a fence right on the alley line. But whenever you have an alley and a street intersect, that's where that vision clearance triangle comes into play.
Since we're going to use that form going forward, should we make him fill it out though, so that we're staying consistent?
I think it would be probably a good idea, just so that there's language in there that he acknowledges that the city has the ability to come in and remove the fence if necessary. So maybe we can approve this subject to the completion of the newly created form.
Yeah,
Do I have a motion to that effect?
motion to approve that request.
I second.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item O, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearings. When would we like to do these?
May 10th.
Scheduled for May 10th.
Motion to approve rental registration hearings for May 10th.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Item P, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
Oh, man, just two?
Just a couple.
She's already advertising. Today and tomorrow. Good weather for that. Motion to approve the two garage sale permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item Q, disposal authorization submitted for approval from the Hammond Police Department. Got a lot of them today.
Sweet. Motion to approve the police chief's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item R, correspondence received from Mr. and Mrs. Ridgel requesting permission to hold a block party and block off street at 6120 Wallace Road from Merrill Street to Field Street to have a block party / birthday party on April 28th, 2018, submitted for approval. Do I have a motion to refer this to the street department and police department and approve subject to their review and recommendation?
Motion to approve the request pursuant to streets and PD's approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item S, agreement with the City of Whiting for the Atchison Avenue project submitted for approval. This is part of the City of Whiting's, or is it Town of Whiting?
City.
City of Whiting's community crossing grant application. So they will be receiving the matching grant funds to complete a part of this project. And our first district councilman, Councilman Kowinski, will be contributing some of his gaming dollars to pay for the Hammond's portion of the local match. Do I have a motion to approve the agreement between the City of Hammond and the City of Whiting for this project?
Motion to approve the agreement.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6, matters from other board members.
I do have one. This is from, let me see here, Alta Lavizo. It's a request in regards to Harley Davidson's 115th anniversary about a motorcycle ride, and they want to utilize some properties for parking of motorcycles at 5217 and 5218 Holman Avenue. They are requesting, obviously, some barricades from the street department, some trash dumpsters for garbage. Another request that they have that we do not provide are portable toilets and hand washing stations, so we'll make that clear to them. This is for May 19th, 2018. So we'll send this to the proper departments to get their approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any other matters from other board members? No. Matters from other department heads or their representatives? New business? Old business? The meeting is open to the public. Does anyone have anything to bring before the board today? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. All those in favor?